It's hard to explain what a coincidence it is in how I chose my hotel. I talked about this in another video, and when I was making a hotel reservation here in Mumbai, I sort of got frustrated with how big the city was and the variability not only in the quality of the buildings but also the price of the rooms per night. So I ended up just picking one, making the decision that if I wanted to go somewhere and see a certain area of town, I could always take a taxi or an auto, as they called them here, those little tuk-tuk vehicles. But anyway, as it turns out, I've been ridiculously lucky. And the hotel that I stayed at is within 2 kilometers of 3 major attractions here. The beach, of course, the Chhatrapati Shivaji train station, and the Gateway of India. It's a monument right on the beach in the southern part of the city that is 2 kilometers. That's where I'm heading now. It's 2 kilometers away. It's a Sunday morning. Hopefully the rain will hold off. It is, as usual, predicted to rain in about 3 minutes if the weather app is accurate, and I have no reason to doubt it. Ever since I got here to India, it has been very accurate. If you look on a map of Mumbai, you'll see this giant green space somewhere in there. And I thought, well, this is great. That's a public park. I could go there and walk, maybe sit around. It'd be like a third place to go to if you didn't want to stay in your hotel. But when I got to this place, or places like this, I noticed that they're not really parks. They are literally just big open green spaces. And if you look closely, you'll see that they're overgrown with grass. It looks like my backyard. The grass hasn't been cut in months. In this case here, probably years. So I'm not sure what this is for, but it's a big open space in the middle of town. You know, as I was making my arrangements for this trip, I thought going to Mumbai would be complete and total chaos. Sort of like Chennai, only 10 times worse. But I am happy to report that I'm wrong. It seems very well organized. It doesn't seem to be that crowded at all, even though there's, I think the last time I checked, about 12 million people that live here. The traffic signals work for the most part. There is honking or tooting horns going on, but it's nothing like it was in some other places I've been. It makes me think that if I were to come back here, this is a place that I would like to come back to. I find myself walking along, checking my phone for navigation, watching the sidewalk to see where I'm stepping, and watching out for traffic. And then you look up and you find some incredibly ornate building. Old, highly decorated, just visually impressive. And you don't really notice those things while you're just sort of navigating yourself around town. But they're there.
What about tour?
Nothing, I'm not interested. Well, I have to report that the weather app was 100% right. The rain has arrived. Hopefully it won't stick around for too long. But here we are at the famous Gateway of India. And there's another building right next to it, which I'm sure you'll enjoy seeing. I guess that normally you can actually walk around it. There is a little walkway around the monument, but whatever they're doing to it, cleaning it, refurbishing it, I don't know, but the walkway around it is blocked off. The only side of it that you can actually see is this side, the front of it, or the back of it, depending on how you look at it. And I'm trying to make my way outside the monument area to where those two hotels are located to see if I can find out what their names are. One of them is called the Taj Mahal Tower, and I think the other one is called the Taj Mahal Palace. But I'm not sure they're actually two separate hotels. They might be the same thing. We'll go see. No, thanks.
Today is a big festival here in Mumbai. Festival going on here.
Well, the temperature, the rain is held off, by the way. It's not raining yet, but the temperature and the humidity have now conspired to that perfect combination where it's just condensing, or I forget the word they call it, but it just condenses out on your skin. I'm trying to prevent photo bombing here. But as you might imagine, in a place like this, a photo bombing expert like me finds it hard to avoid getting in other pictures, other people's pictures. I'm going to head back to the hotel now. The total distance, according to Google Maps, from my hotel to where I am now is about 2.1 kms. And I keep thinking about how unusual it is that I booked a place that is so close to three major attractions. Well, three that I think are major attractions, without even consciously doing it. I mean, just happenstance that I'm staying in the exact place that I am. Back at that big green area now. Looking for a way to cross the road. Now this road is unusual. Look at this. The crosswalk leads to a wall. I've seen that in more than one place too. I'm assuming, of course, that they built the wall after they built the crosswalk. At least I hope they did. In about 2 years, my hotel location would have been, or will be, almost perfect. Because right outside the door, they're putting in a metro station, part of Mumbai Line 3. I don't know anything about the Mumbai Metro because right now I'm not staying anywhere near a metro station. I'm close to 2 train stations, but no metro. So if I come back in 2 years, I'll stay here and have access to the metro right downstairs outside the door. From a steamy and almost rainy Sunday morning here in Mumbai, I say thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you again in the next one.